In this lecture, I will discuss about the OnStart property in Power Apps. So this is a very useful property that we'll use. And with that, I'll also show you some other properties and we'll see how we can use that. Probably we will not do a lot of examples on this because we'll go step by step, but you should know at least what are these properties and when we should use this. Okay, so one of the important property and mostly you will use it while developing app is the onStart property. So this is a property which will where you can specify some actions or on functions that will execute whenever the app is launched or whenever you will start running it. Now understand this. This app will run at once whenever you will we will start it. Now in this basically we use for initializing variables, setting up default values if you are creating collections or if you want to getting some data. So these kind of things which you want, that these are the things which it should be before you are doing some things. So this is what is the onStart property. Now I'll just give you a quick example on this. For example, let's say you want to retrieve what is the logged in username or email address. Then you can get those things at the onStart property and you can use it throughout the application instead of every time you will query and use it. Now, the other way is the other problem with this is, as you know, you are going to get a lot of things on this. So there can have been some performance issues. So maybe you can see, let's say you are trying to get data from a SharePoint list instead of getting it here. Maybe you will try to use the screen visible property. So those kind of things that you can do. But yeah, definitely there will be scenarios when you want to work on the onStart property, and this is what we'll use. Now on this, first thing is, as I said, you want to initialize a variable. Let's say you want to select the default country as, let's say, XYZ, and you can have that it at the app on start property. And also same way, there can have been global variables, collections, all these things you can do. And also, let's say there is a where you want some binding, some drop down or form fields, you want to set some default values. Those things you can do also on the onStart property, but I will highly recommend for those things you use the screen visible property. And also there is certain things that, let's say you want to check if the user is not admin, then probably you want to hide some screens. So you can do those things on the onStart property. Will basically check whether this user is admin or a normal user. If he's a normal user, then show them these screens, and if he's an admin user, then show them all the screens. So that's what also you can do on this one. Now there are other things also you can do. For example, if you want to do some calculation, you can do that. If you want to apply some business logic on that, you can also do those kind of things. Now, where you can see this, let me just open a Power Apps app. So if you can see here, I'll just randomly take one. I'll edit this app, and every app, whenever you will app it, when you will open an app, you will see that there will be uh, app onStart property of the app object. So I'll just show you that. Let it just load. Now you can see it here. So I'll just override it. So now you see here, this is the app object and it has a lot of things on this. So start screen, maybe I have given here a source custom theme. There are some other properties we'll discuss on start. This is the property. You can see here, I have created a collection on this. You can see here how to create collection and all these things we'll discuss. Don't worry. But you can use the screen over here, sorry, the formulas over here. Let's say you want to have a global variable, then you can use set variable name and the value. Like this you can do. You can have multiple statement also in that, where you can simply put a semicolon and you can add other screen or the formulas into it. Now this is the onStart property. Now there are certain other useful properties are available here. You see here BackEnabled, meaning if you are opening this is in a Android or iOS app, then this app, then when you will say BackEnabled, then whenever user will click on the back button of the device, then it will go to the previous screen. Same way, let's say confirm exit. So by default it will be false, that it will not show a pop. Now there will be scenarios when you want that probably the changes that you are making into a screen or something, that should not be lost. So you can show a confirmation message. So you can show this is true, and you can also add formulas like if the change, there is some unsaved changes are there, that you can use, and then you can make the confirm message. So you'll see here, the unsaved data will be lost like this. So what will happen is when you will close this app in the browser or something, it will show a pop-up saying that your data will be lost, so it will close it like this. So same way, there are other properties, formulas you can write. Let's say in the formulas you can write a lot of formulas on that. For example, let's say I want the background color of this button to something, then I can have this over here. A lot of time what happened is, you can if you want to change the color or those kind of things, so you can have a global variable and you can assign it to all the control properties. So you can add this formula on this formula also. Min screen height, min screen width, on error. So if any error will occur, it will show the message on message. Same way, you see here start screen, so that you can provide whichever is the start screen. So when the app will run, the that screen will be your screen which will open. Same way, theme also, you can select which theme this app will come. So those things you can do. So these are few useful properties, I'll say, for the entire app, and this you can get in the app object, and from here you can do this. So I hope you got an idea about how we can work with this OnStart property, because down the line when we will develop various apps on this, we are going to use this OnStart property. So I hope this will be helpful. I'll In the next lecture we'll discuss about the connectors on the data sources.